What is happening, everyone? Dan here with another weekly newsletter from Tech Marketer. I kind of sat down this week and was reviewing some of the previous newsletters that we've sent out, and there's a lot of renewal-based ones, a lot of service-based ones, basically a lot of like client-based ones. Not a ton on what to do with a new lead when you get one. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit here. A couple of different strategies that you can employ. So I've got pulled up here just kind of my test new lead pipeline. Obviously, I don't have a ton of info in here right now, but some things that I have set up and that I would advise setting up for yourself is, let's say you get a new lead from Gravity Form, Jot Form, whatever. It's a form that comes in, it's automated, and it drops into your lead pipeline. The very first thing that you should do is have either a text or an email that goes out setting expectations on what they can expect to experience over the next hour, day, week, whatever that is. So this one, I've just got a quick email that's going out saying, hey, thanks for your request on renter's insurance. We've received it. We're excited to help you find some needs here. Somebody's going to give you a call here soon to go over the details and get some answers to some questions that we might have, right? Set that expectation up right away so they know they're about to get a phone call. Then call them, right? That should be a given, but call them, right? You've told them you're going to call them, so now call them. And then set this up to where there's more emails, more text messages, more tasks to make phone calls. Do that for, I don't know, if they submitted information to you, I'd probably do it for 2 to 3 weeks of steady drips of emails, texts, and phone calls. Call it 3 weeks. And then here's where the strategy can kind of get fun. So let's say you've reached out, you've contacted them, you're going to throw it over here, you're gathering information, into this contacted stage so you can get ready to quote them and drop them into the quoted stage. But what happens if you don't get a hold of them, right? They submitted their information, but for whatever reason, they just never responded. Drop them into this no response, right? This specific stage right here. Have that add a tag when they come in there, right? So a day, day that they get slid in here, this tag of no contact is being added, right? I just have that. I just threw one in here. Now I have a shot clock for the next day. I am going to take all of these leads that are no contact, and here's my settings. In 10 months, I want them to smart cycle, I want them to smart cycle in here, but I want them to come back into this pipeline in 10 months, back into this pipeline on here, and I've got this no contact round 2 stage. We're going to keep the lead source. I'm going to keep that no contact tag added. And obviously, I've got a filter that's only including no contact tags. And then they're going to come into this no contact round 2 stage, right? Here's where you can get fun. Now you can start having conversations like, hey, our communications go out to say, hey, we weren't able to get a hold of you last time. You submitted this information on blah, blah, blah day, looking for XYZ insurance. Let's take another look at it this time and see if we can get you in a better situation, or whatever verbiage it is that you want to do that. Some of you are going to be saying, okay, why would I not just put that in the new stage or in a completely different pipeline, or in a totally different pipeline? Well, a couple of reasons. One, I don't personally like working out of multiple pipelines, especially with new leads. So I wouldn't expect my producers to want to work out of multiple pipelines either. So that's why I wouldn't put them there. And for not putting them into the new stage, you certainly could do that, right? But for the sake of not muddying those waters, depending on how many leads you're getting in every day, week, month, whatever, if I open up my new lead pipeline, right, my sales pipeline, everything that's in new, I want to know is raw new. I want to go in there and see a person that I can call, that I can text, that I can email, whatever, that I have not had any communication with before. Yes, I can check tags and I can check lead sources and I can do all that stuff as well. But if I'm just in that selling mode, right, if I'm in that zone, I just want to see raw new. Now it's a completely different mindset when I go into no contact round 2, right? Now I know, okay, these are people that we called last year or 6 months ago or whatever, and we didn't get any responses. So I'm going to call them again. I'm going to try to get a hold of them. I'm going to send out text messages. I'm going to send out emails. Basically, you're not bogging down your producer's day with people who may or may not pick up, right? These are people that didn't pick up last time. So there's a decent chance that they don't pick up again. And you can also keep them all in one stage, right? So now I know I've got 50 of them in here. Let me go in and just bang out 50 phone calls real quick and see how many of them I can get to pick up. So that's why I would put them in a different stage, but in the same pipeline. Obviously, different strokes for different folks, but that is the way that I would personally set it up just to keep things from getting muddied. I also added a tag, just high intent, right? So your leads are coming in, you're kind of scoring them when you do it that way. No contact versus high intent. If you do contact somebody, you quote them, but for whatever reason you didn't sell them, if your prices were high, or if they just decided they wanted to stay with their friend's agency, or whatever the result may be, create a tag with that intention level: high intent, medium intent, no contact, or low intent, or whatever. So that way you can customize your communications that go out the following year to them based on that tag, right? So again, lead scoring is essentially what that is. You're just doing it in a little bit of a different capacity. So I got a little long-winded on that one, but I hope that was helpful and beneficial for you guys. Again, if there's any other topics that you want me to kind of go over, if there's any other setups that you want me to show you, please, please, please feel free. Reply to the emails, shoot me messages, whatever's easiest for you, and I will happily get those recorded. All right, till next week. Talk to you guys later.